Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Age channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me, guys. Robert Garcia, the coach of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, wants his word to fight with Deontay Wilder at the end of next year. This is a very big fight, but it's also a dangerous fight for both fighters because Wilder was knocked out and Anthony Joshua was dropped. They both have a crazy punch. I've never felt Wilder's punch, but I saw him in a fight with Helenius, and I felt the power of Joshua. Anthony is very hard. The one who gets there first will win by knockout. This fight will attract a lot of attention, because everyone knows that it will end with a knockout. They should fight, but it needs to be done in 1/3 fight. Their duel should not be the next one. I think Joshua needs to have 1-2 fights before that. The same goes for Wilder. He had one fight. Maybe he needs to arrange another one. Meanwhile, Anthony will have 1-2 fights and then they will fight each other at the end of the next year, Garcia said. Robert Garcia, the trainer of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, said that in a fight with Deontay Wilder, his word would bet on his boxing skills. I think Anthony has great skills. He will fight competently. He doesn't need to go out and throw himself at Wilder, as Joshua is also at risk of missing out. He has a good job, wonderful boxing skills, so you need to use them to win the fight. The blow with which Wilder knocked out Helenius didn't look heavy. It shows how hard he hits. I've never felt his power, but from what I've seen, Wilder hits insanely hard. But Anthony Joshua also has a powerful punch. I felt his strength, Garcia said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks for supporting me, guys. As we previously reported, the president of the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, announced that the WBC will authorize a heavyweight bout between American Deontay Wilder and Mexican Andy Ruiz Jr. Malik Scott, Wilder's coach, admitted he didn't like the idea. According to Scott, he wants his word to fight with such a rival Anthony Joshua. If everything depended on me, negotiations would be underway now to organize a fight with Joshua. It's some big stadium. I don't feel good about the fight with Andy Ruiz. We have 3 years left, and I want Deontay to participate in the biggest confrontations. Deontay was a little excited about Ruiz, but not as much as with AJ. These are the only 2 fights I want for Wilder. I'm not interested in anything else, Scott said. Former world champion David Haye commented on the latest high-profile disappointments in British boxing, Conor Ben's positive doping test before the fight with Chris Eubank Jr., and the breakdown of the mega fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. It seemed to me that everything was going well in boxing. A Ben Eubank fight was organized. We thought Joshua would fight Fury. I remember thinking that this was one of the best periods for boxing in many years. Then, a couple of weeks later, everything crashed. I've talked a lot with people who don't understand anything about boxing and speak poorly about it. I want us to put this behind us as soon as possible because of these excellent young fighters are in the shadows. The headlines should be about them, not about the shit that we're all dealing with at the moment. There's always been shit going on in boxing, David Haye said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.